Today's Chicago Bears mailbag is presented by Manscaped. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. If you want the best men's grooming products like the Lawnmower 4.0 or the Perfect Package, which comes with the Lawnmower 4.0 and other great products, go to manscaped.com, use the promo code BEARS20. Guys, don't be looking like a scarecrow downstairs during Halloween. You don't want to do it. Manscaped.com, use promo code BEARS20. We'll tell you more about these products later on in the show. So get your questions in, hashtag Bears or Super Chat. We'll answer those first. Fofo Plays is up first here. I might sound crazy for this, but Nagy has been a good coach for the Bears. His play calling and his ego has kept this team from success. I still think he can have his QB guru without calling plays. Yeah, Matt Nagy, if he can separate himself and accept that he can't be this team's play caller, I think it's possible he can still be a successful head coach. Will his ego allow that? That's the question. Because I'm with you. I think one-on-one, him and Justin Fields have a good relationship. I think he's helped Fields in a lot of ways. I just don't want him calling plays. And is his ego too big to let that be the case long term? That's what we're going to have to find out. So, Fofo, I agree with that. I don't think he's above 500 as a coach. He's clearly not been a disaster. I just don't think he's a good play caller. So, yeah, I would agree with that. Shy Force, previous comment was chatting below about the Trey plus Webster. Was cut 30 minutes ago, blah, blah, blah. Doing great. Khalil Herbert. Okay, so on our other mailbag, Shy Force, for you guys watching this later in the week on Saturday, he had a question on our other mailbag about the trade of Jakeem Grant. Yeah, Webster got cut, so he's gone. Jakeem Grant is this team's cut returner. Appreciate that, Shy Force, helping us out while we're live. No more Nasimba Webster as Jakeem Grant replaces him as the returner and potentially gets some snaps at wide receiver as well. Appreciate the super chat as well. I should answer that Khalil Herbert fantasy value part. I would wait a week. Let's see what he does this week. Dwayne Smith says, what do you like about Kellen Moore as a candidate for Bears' next head coach if Nagy goes? Love Kellen Moore as a candidate. Creative play caller. Guys, he called an offset I formation, handoff to Zeke at fullback, option pitch to Tony Pollard to ice the game against Carolina. That's creative. That is just, he is in his bag right now as a play caller. I love Kellen Moore as an offensive mind. He is going to be a head coach next year, I believe, unless Jerry Jones pays him like a head coach to keep him in Dallas. I think he could do wonders with Justin Fields. Rex Grossman, yes. Could Chicago trade for Cameron Dantzler to help the cornerback position? They could. I also think there's a reason Cameron Dantzler is on the trade block because he hasn't played that well in his first couple of years in the National Football League, so I think that's worth mentioning. Could he be better than Kendall Vilder or Duke Shelley, though? Decent chance that's the case because those two guys have struggled. Jalen Johnson has played like a Pro Bowler this year. He's been a great CB1, but you don't have a good CB2. Vilder has not been that. Duke Shelley has not performed that well at nickel, although he's played a little better. He's definitely better than Marquis Christian, but that's not saying much. I do think Chicago could benefit from a guy like Dantzler, if nothing else, for competition. More thoughts on cornerback here. Artie Burns, we haven't seen him play much. I mean, we can just go to the – okay. Xavier Crawford still is a depth piece, mostly special teams, but just to wrap this up, Jalen Johnson's good. Rest of the CB unit sucks. Should the Bears trade for a cornerback? Producer cooking up this question real quick. Type Y for yes, type N for no. What do you guys think? Yes, I think they should try to bolster the CB unit, at least sign someone, because the guys they currently have just aren't that good. Jacob, next up, I think we had a super chat. Do you think Mooney could be the Bears receiving yards leader by the end of the season? Yeah, I mean, he's well ahead of A-Rob right now, so yeah, that's definitely a possibility. It's going to be one of those two. It's not going to be one of the tight ends, and it's not going to be one of the other receivers. So, yeah, I'd say it's about 50-50. It'll be him or Allen Robinson. X-Man, appreciate the $5. Can we talk about Khyiris Tonga for a minute? Feel like the Bears got a steal with him in the 7th. No doubt. Getting him in the 7th round was a steal. He is a legitimate rotation player already, and he gets pressure. He's good. I mean, if Eddie Goldman doesn't play well the rest of the year, you just cut him, and Tonga can be your nose tackle. I firmly believe that. You go Tonga, Hicks, if you bring him back, and then Bilal Nichols. There you go. I mean, it's as simple as that. We'll get to your question shortly, hashtag Bears, or you can super chat. I'm a big fan of Khyiris Tonga's game. There is no doubt about that. More questions to come, but first I want to shout out our sponsor. That would be Manscaped. And guys, Manscaped has changed my life because I'll tell you a story. It's a little embarrassing, but it's true. What you don't want to do when you enter the bedroom and, things are getting frisky and clothes start coming off is take the clothes off and it's looking like the Amazon rainforest downstairs. You just don't want that. Girls typically are not into that. Some are, and that's fine. That's why the 4 adjustable guards on the lawnmower is fantastic, because you can leave some hair there if you want, or you can go fully clean shave. Don't be put in that position. Don't put yourself there. I know you're probably thinking, I hate shaving down there. But this product from Manscaped, it's smooth. It has advanced skincare technology, and you can shave in the shower as well because it's waterproof. Get the Lawnmower 4.0 right now at manscaped.com. Use our promo code BEARS20 to get 20% off plus free shipping. Ethan Eli, do you think A-Rob will stay? I think he's been disappointing, but Quinn has been impressive in 2 very contract situations. I mean, if what we've seen through a month continues, I think Quinn, you probably keep him. I mean, he's been that good. And then maybe you do let A-Rob walk. Maybe you tag and trade him, even if you don't get a first-round pick. There are options. So a lot of football to be played this year. And Allen Robinson, if he wants to be a member of the Bears, and more importantly, if he wants to get paid by anyone, he's got to put up bigger numbers. B. Ryan Gaming, appreciate the super chat. How was Goldman in his first game? Didn't do much. He didn't play a ton of snaps. I want to see more. I think they're going to ease him in. I like the way Khyiris Tonga and Bilal Nichols are playing. So, if Goldman isn't up to the challenge, then the Bears have other options. But I think his conditioning will continue to improve, and hopefully he can be more of a factor. Lance or Fields? Good question, Bryson. So we'll see. I think there's a good chance it'll be Fields versus Lance in a few weeks, although Jimmy G's injury wasn't nearly as bad, so he could actually still be playing by then, and obviously we'll see between Fields and Dalton. I like Fields more long-term. I think he's got more ability as a passer. Lance is still pretty raw, but Trey Lance has a lot of talent as well. Could be a rivalry in the NFC for many years to come. And hopefully Justin Fields plays on Sunday, because then we get to watch him. But we have Bears news and rumors all season long for you guys. Hit that subscribe button. Breaking news situations, crazy rumors that are out there. Trade stuff is going to continue to circulate following the Jakeem Grant trade. Make sure you subscribe and stay up to date on all of it at the link below. It's youtube.com/BearsNow. Shy Force, Montgomery injury sucks, but at least they can rest him 6 weeks with the bye week 10. Lots of kisses with or without him. Would rather have him healthy in the long run, plus the running back depth chart ain't bad. If Williams and Herbert are healthy, I think you can get by. The question is, if you lose one of those guys, then you've got a real problem. But yeah, we're going to miss Montgomery. Those guys cannot replace him by themselves, but hopefully as a committee they can get similar production. All right, Zach Wilczynski, what is the best case scenario for trade value with either A-Rob or Quinn after the season? Best case is first round. You're not going to get multiple firsts. If A-Rob balls out the rest of the year, maybe you can get a first or second. Quinn, it's still going to be tough to get a first or second with his contract. Maybe a third is best case scenario for him. But that's probably about the range for those two guys' best case scenario at the end of the day. Virginia McCaskey's Bathwater. Wow, what a name. What would you give for Marlon Mack? No more than a sixth. He's a rotation running back. So you can get him for a sixth or seventh, cool. But otherwise, I'm not trading for Marlon Mack. What year did you become a Bears fan? Very simple question. Was it 2017? Was it 1992? Was it 1968? What year did you become a Bears fan? Let us know in the comments. Always eager to see how long you guys have been fans of the Bears. So let us know down below, what year did you become a Chicago Bears fan? Got time for a few more questions here. Alan Mack, would re-signing Jordan Howard be something that you're into? And Artavis Pierce or Ryan Nall, who you calling up? Jordan Howard doesn't have it anymore. So, Mark Sarukanian, any updates on Perriman or Jenkins? Can't see why we would grab Perriman not to use him, knowing he has talent. Are they stashing him in case A-Rob doesn't stay as a poor man's option? Get some thoughts on that one. We accidentally click the next question. We'll go. I don't even know what he said. I'll have to answer this one. What is the Bears' knee injury this season? I don't know. It's been unlucky. Andy Dalton, now David Montgomery. So yeah, it's been very, very unlucky. Trying to remember what that guy said, but unfortunately I can't remember. So we'll go to another question here. We'll try to find it. If not, we'll just my apologies. Ask it again. Whoever sent in that question. That's what I would say. Lucas Prang with the question. Does Monty's injury mean more run opportunities for Fields? Also, do you think the Bears will do more passing? I wouldn't say it equates to more running for Fields, but I do think he'll run more than he did against Detroit, only 1 carry for 11 yards. And I do think as Fields gets more comfortable, they'll throw the ball more.